Welcome, guys, ladies. Welcome to another podcast from Smartphone Conversations. It's your man Jay Will. Got a pretty good topic today. Let me see if I can share the link here. I decided to use my Mac to record this. It's just that simple. Yeah, let's copy the link to do this this podcast. So I wanted to talk today. Today's topic is about YouTube. And, the state of YouTube. There's a whole bunch to cover, and it can't be covered in one podcast. So I might do a series. This will be my first series probably on my podcast show, and it's kind of serious, but not too serious, because we have to take things as they come. Just sending out the links here. I think YouTube is getting kind of sad though, and the things that are happening on YouTube are even more sad. It really is. I'm watching YouTube. I'm a YouTuber, I'm a YouTuber, so I'm going to watch YouTube. That's just kind of how it goes. But I'm looking at YouTube, and it's disappointing. There's something that happens on YouTube a lot, and it's almost like you have a bunch of people that almost hide behind their screens. It's kind of sad, but you have people throwing some serious insults out on the internet. Now, me, when I see these types of insults, I avoid them. I don't respond to them. I don't respond to them because you're almost asking to you're almost asking for return fire, if you will. You're asking for a battle, something that you don't really need to do. If ever you're a YouTuber or you're just a person on YouTube, and you come across a situation where you see someone insulting you, or you find yourself in a situation where you're in comments on YouTube and someone's coming at you the wrong way, the worst thing that you could do is respond with another insult. You can respond. It's okay to respond sometimes. But I've learned that the many years I've been walking around Earth, it's almost better to just not respond. It's better to just let it go. Just allow the other people to think that they have the upper hand. And directly what I'm talking about is some of the ugly things that are posted on YouTube about people, and some of the ugly things that are said about people in comments. YouTube can be a very fun place. It could be a place to hang out, learn, help other people learn. But, I've always tried to, in my time on YouTube, I've always tried to keep the peace. There are some times where I fall off, and so, but I'm human. But I don't fall off to the point where, I can't repeat myself for the things that I've said, One thing I want to do before I get going here is, there was a stream by OTech Time. And thanks to everybody that's listening live. I appreciate it. And for those people that I call my replay crew, I appreciate you too. But there was a stream that OTech Time was doing. Oren, everybody knows him. His channel on YouTube is OTech Time. And there's some things that happened a while back where a bunch of people decided that Jay Will was a fake. Jay Will's a fraud. He's putting people down on the internet by a comment I made about 10,000 subscribers. People totally took that way out of context. And the sad part is, the people who were responding were people that are basically fans of mine. That's what I want to call them. They were fans. They like my channel. Some of them I gave a lot of advice to. And those are the people that responded, ironically enough. with some pretty ugly things to say. But I look at, what happened on Orange Stream. There was people in Orange Stream, and I'm just giving you a quick example of what I did wrong. I got on Orange Stream, and I basically wanted to confront some of the things that were being said in the comments of his stream, and that's not the right way to do it. I should have just maintained my silence, like I always do when people say crazy things about me. I just pretty much don't respond. I read them all day. My block list on YouTube is so big, it's ridiculous. It's just huge, and there's just absolutely no way to get around people saying ugly things about you. The best thing is to definitely not take it personal, because when people do things like that, it's not that they don't like you so much. They envy you at some point or another, in some way or another, or there's just they don't really like themselves very well. People who say really ugly things about another person, they don't really like themselves very well. They don't like themselves very much at all. Because if you take the time to type out on YouTube, if you take the time to type out an ugly message, it's like premeditated murder, if you will. You're planning this. You're basically saying, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure that they see this. So you have to basically rethink some of the things that you're putting online and on the internet, because there's no such thing as karma. To me, there's absolutely no such thing as karma. I view that's called reaping what you sow. Because as quick as you put something really ugly out there about a person or say something really bad, you know that it swings full circle, right? It does. So YouTube has become a spot where people get free range to say all kind of ugly, racist, dirty, just all kind of things. I heard about something yesterday, and it's kind of sad that these individuals, and this one individual in particular, is posting such ugly things about other people. But that just goes to show the level of maturity for people who say ugly things on YouTube and who post ugly things on YouTube. It just goes to show the maturity level of those people. Now, there's a way to handle, even though this is a live podcast, you know how I am on live streams, I eat snack. There's a lot of ugly things out there that are being said about people, but there's a way to handle things. You handle things privately. You don't go online and publicly humiliate somebody or try to. Because all that happens is you make yourself look very foolish. I'm going to read something to you. Here's what it says. You ready? For where envy and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work. So when I look at those people, and there's plenty of people who have said some pretty nasty things about me. When you think about it, what are these people mad at? They're mad because I did something they didn't like. So what we're going to do is we're going to completely try to shut him down, which you can't do. And we're just going to completely try to destroy his time on YouTube, which you won't be able to do. Because the way I handle those people is I just ignore them. And I would suggest that anybody out there who's running a YouTube channel, who's ever been in the comments of YouTube, and you say something about, I don't think that screen is that good. I think the screen is lame, or I think the screen is ugly on that phone. And they fire back with something that has absolutely nothing to do with the video or what you guys should be talking about, and they're just throwing insults. Try to ignore them. That's easier said than done. But that comes with experience in life. You get to a point in your life and you realize, I can control this situation by just not responding. For those out there that have posted some silly things about me or ugly things about me out there, here's what I have to say to you. I forgive you. I forgive you. I'm not going to post a video about you. I'm not going to I'm not going to take shots at you. Not going to happen. I'm not going to waste my energy and time responding to something that's more than likely probably not true. And then I've got other things to do. I've said it in other streams and things like that in places online. Why don't you think about, and these are for people who always like to throw insults first. There are people out there that are just really pessimistic and they're just straight up negative. They don't have anything better to do but to scan the internet, wait for someone to say something, and then I'm going to say something ugly to them because I don't like what they're saying. Or I'm just going to try to start up some trouble here. Try to keep quiet. Try to be nice first. Because if you posted something ugly about somebody else, myself in particular, like I said, there's a bunch of people out there who have posted some pretty untrue things and some pretty silly things. I just kind of laugh at them after a while. I think it's hilarious. But to those people that are always posting negative things or you're just so negative, think about the legacy that you're leaving behind for your children. Just a lot of parents who are real parents, we know that our children can see us. We know that they're listening. Sometimes they may not say anything, but they can see us. Like when you and your wife or you and your spouse or you and your husband are arguing and the child is really quiet, they understand what's going on, man. They're not stupid. YouTube is a place to have fun as far as I see it, and it's a place that we should all be trying to communicate together. Now, there's several different kinds of people on YouTube also. There's those people that are like I said before, they're pessimistic, negative. Then there's people those people out there that they don't say much, but they're instigators. They'll pump up another person to put out the stupidest comments and the stupidest things online to insult other people, and you'll never know that they're involved. And so the person doing it, you're just a puppet. You're a puppet. You're playing yourself. Everybody out there that takes time to insult people and make silly things and videos and stuff, or just if you're just going out of your way to try to insult somebody and make someone look bad, next time you decide to do something like that or you feel like you want to do it, man up, woman up, and go to the person directly and just talk to them. And after it's over, let it go. I've spent a lot of time and daily, someone asked me, why do you delete the ugly racist comments and all this ugly comments about you from your channel? Leave them there. Ignore them. Listen, when you do certain things, you invite certain types of people into your life. So why would I leave a comment like, you dirty black nigger, on my channel when that has nothing to do with the technology? Your hands are like a monkey and a gorilla, and I know that you fell from a tree. I want to hang you, you black nigger. This is the type of stuff that I delete. You guys probably never really see it because I delete it prior to it hitting my channel. Like I have those things filtered. Or you're such a loser. You're not a Flossie Carter. He's better than you. And I'm thinking, I don't have a problem with Flossie Carter. I don't know why people compare. I guess it's because we're both black or something. They just pick him and I'm black. So every black person is compared to Flossie Carter for some reason. I don't know what that's about. I have no clue. But I delete all these silly comments where people try to create drama. I don't want you guys to see that stuff because, first of all, it makes a lot of people uncomfortable to read in the comments, you dirty nigger. People might get uncomfortable with that, I just block them and ignore them. But for all the people out there on YouTube who think that YouTube is all roses and you want to start a YouTube channel, think again. You've got a lot to deal with and you have to find a way to deal with it. I just ignore them because if it swings full circle, like I said a moment ago, I'll do maybe a part 2 to this and create a segment for it. It's your man, Jay Will. Going to cut the podcast here, but remember what I said. James 3:16, for where envy and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work. Remember that. It's true. You put yourself around a certain group of people, you'll start to act like them. You'll start to believe what they're saying is true, and you'll become a follower. Be a leader. I'll see you next time on Smartphone Conversations. This is my Tuesday podcast. Little deep. Let's stay deep. Sometimes people need to hear it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.